Shalom. This video is to say hello and to greet my family in America, the O'Donnell family. I'm Yoshua Yaakov ben Abraham. Video is being made from Jerusalem. Shalom to Michael and Barbara, it's my son and daughter, to Mariella, Rosine, my daughter. They're all adults now. To my brothers, to Damien, Butch and Terry and their families, and to Marty and Loretta, family. And to Peter's widow, Dolores, and to Joseph and Beth, and Joe and Beth, and their four and their families. To Tommy and his wife Patty and their families. Shalom. I'm not Michael O'Donnell, as you can see, anymore. 22 years is quite a while, and I love you. I've missed you. Prayed for all of you every year, and for our blessed extended family up in Ridge Road and Upton, Massachusetts. What's to say? It's been a long slog, and when the Kodesh Baruch Hu, when the God of Israel calls you to service, you don't debate. You obey. I did, and it's been a life of great tests and many great blessings. It's not been a life of privilege and comfort as in America. It's been very Spartan, shall we say. That said, the blessings far outweigh the inconveniences. We'll just call it that. Baruch Hashem, I'm well. As you can see, I've aged a little bit. There's Daniel Benjamin, who is now 14, and his mother Ellen, who I see regularly, not as frequently as I should have recently. And Sarah and I have two sons, Yehudi Yitzhak and Yosef Yeshayahu. Yehudi Yitzhak is 7 and Yosef is 5, and they're in school and learning Torah, and I'm very happy. That's basically the message. I'm very blessed and very happy to be where I am, even though I love you and miss all of you. A few things that I want to say. Some of it, if not much of it, you may not understand. I continued my work and developed the model of Humanomics over the last 22 years, and its two paradigms, receiving and giving, the integration of labor, which you all know about, the economic paradigm that I wrote before ever coming to Israel. But it now has a context, and that context will produce a trilogy, a 3-volume book, which I'm sitting on my desk here, with the first 300 or 400 pages, maybe 500, I haven't counted, written. It'll take about 1,500 to 2,000 pages and a few hundred graphics to complete, and it will be done with God's help. That said, there is some things that I would like to share with you, and one is, and I apologize for the cryptic terminology, but I'll try to explain it. My work has confirmed, and my research has confirmed, the collapse of the local reality. It began on February 26, 1991, in Iraq, with the American Allied forces and the column invading Iraq, which brought the collapse of the Ba'athist despot Saddam Hussein for his year earlier 39 Scuds that he fired at our blessed home, Eretz Israel, with all of its imperfections. That's the cost of exile, which redemption will make right. Subsequently, in the same year, in 1991, December 25th, which you'll recognize as Christmas, the Soviet Union collapsed, and the local reality in the Soviet Union that collapsed was communism. 4 years later, in November 5th, 1995, with Rabin's murder, we had the collapse of the local reality in Israel, which is its Zionism. Subsequently, we had the collapse of the local reality on September the 11th, 2001 in New York. And then after that we had the tsunami on December 26th, 2004. And we've had several other confirmations of events of the collapse of the local reality in Israel. What's important to know is that the local reality has a particular meaning. In Israel, the collapse of local reality is its Zionism. It's collapsed. It's finished. A lot of denials. But notwithstanding the denials, it's finished. It's history. And the long-awaited grand event, what replaces Zionism, is Humanomics, my work, and the integration of labor and receiving to give. It's two paradigms. But why did Zionism collapse? Because we now enter the era of the Messiah. And the collapse of local reality will visit, and if not already has, there's some evidence that it has already visited America. But there isn't sufficient empirical and logical proofs of it yet. For me to write the American authorities setting forth that hypothesis. But, okay, everything in its time. Clearly, the new integration, the new economic paradigm, the integration of labor, which I wrote, is the solution to the climate change problem. Because the G9 has to end moving hundreds of millions of people 24/7, 365, and the global technological infrastructure and model that converges the new East and West logics, because both East and West models have collapsed, solves that problem. So integration of labor brings the solution to the climate change problem. Receiving to give is what replaces giving to receive, and giving to receive is the local reality that collapsed. So the quantum reality is receiving to give. So Humanomics delivers the solutions to today's problems. And so let it suffice to say that I've not made any great strides. I'm not rolling in dough. I haven't made millions and billions of dollars, as everybody expected me to do. But that said, thank God the service of heaven has been more rewarding, and has blessed both Israel and mankind with very real solutions to very great problems. And so all of you deserve lots of love and praise for your support and love of your relative and your family member who has made this long slog, and one of these days Kodesh Baruch Hu will bring very soon, I expect, what we call the avalanche effect, which will end all of the denial, and that's really the problem we face today. We had the collapse of the local reality, but we are not yet inhabiting in Israel a redemption in general, and in particular the quantum reality, which is receiving to give. And why? Because we're in denial. We deny psychologically, emotionally, psychosocially, we're denying the collapse of the local reality, and that's clinging to ground zero. When we end the denial and we deconstruct ground zero and deprogram our minds of exile and get that process done, we'll move on up through the diffusion curve and inhabit the quantum reality and redemption, and so will man and mankind. So that's really where we are. That's what I was brought here to do, and I thank you for listening, and I love you all, and we miss you, and we hope to see you. In his time, we will all sit down together, and we will remember together the very blessed and good years. In particular, Barbara Ann, I love you very much, and I miss you, and I wish you and Anthony all of the all of the best and